the law, you must be honest. Folks, I'm Ori Spado, the accidental gangster. A lot of you know me, a lot of you don't know me. If you don't know me, go to my profile, hit my website, learn about me, and I have a book. If you want to purchase the book, purchase the book. Let's talk about this, folks. Today, I'm coming to you live from my recliner chair where I sit relaxed, where I watch TV. I make my phone calls. See, I got my landline here too. I got a land phone. I'm an old guy. I got three remote controls. Can you imagine that? Huh? One's for the television, LG TV. One's for Roku, and one's for my Amazon stick. Now you know everything I got and how I watch TV. All right, folks. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to relax. And let's talk about it. Are gangsters honest? Let's be honest, folks. Are you honest? Let's forget about the gangsters. Is anybody honest today? I feel I'm honest to a certain extent. I'm honest when I talk to people. I'm honest in the things that I do. But are gangsters honest? Yes, they are. Do gangsters cheat? Yeah, they cheat. Do all gangsters cheat on their wife? Well, I gotta tell you from my experience with all the gangsters that I knew, I honestly cannot think of one gangster that never cheated on his wife. Is that just an Italian thing? I don't know. Agent Orange, Edinburgh, how are you? Mashed potatoes and fried rice. Is that what you ate today, Edinburgh? You know where I had today? I had my turkey today. I went to Whole Foods. They had turkey, some best squash with cranberries and other things. And I'm going to tell you, it was really good. So basically, I have had my Thanksgiving dinner already. What are you folks going to do? Thanksgiving's going to be here in a few days. And Mexicans too, Agent Orange? Yeah, I guess it's just something about being on the streets, something psychologically in our head that we think. Like today, Friday, and tonight would be the day that we be taking out our girlfriends. Hosanna, thanks. You know, when you got family around you, that's really great. And it's the best way to have the, when you got the whole family to have a Thanksgiving or any holiday. Okay? I'm an older man. My children, I got one son here. He's a vegetarian, so he doesn't eat turkey. I got a son in Florida, grandchildren there, and my daughter is in New York. So we're pretty much separated, you know. Uh, and the grandchildren are all old now. So what do you get to do, you know? You know, for those folks who were here yesterday, okay, you know I was in a rare mood yesterday. Uh, oh, we'll do a call, LO9 Anna. May I call you Anna? Okay. So, folks, you know what? As I get older and I think about my life, and let's get back in about cheating, okay? Uh, I don't feel it's the right thing to do. Definitely not. A man should not cheat on his wife. His wife should not cheat on him, okay? But it's funny that, you learn the mistakes that you made in your lifetime, and I made them. I admit to it, all right? Not right. Just not loyal. Yes, we all make mistakes. We all grow, and we grow from our mistakes. That's the important thing. I'm very happy you said that, Anna. Okay, because the most important thing of anything that you do is overcoming the mistakes that you made, because they're put there for a reason. And those who get over those hurdles, all right, will become happier and become successful in life. And I definitely believe in that, folks. Those hurdles are put there for a reason. And we must get over them if you want to be happy. So I hope everybody's having a happy Friday. Is everybody here? I tell you, the traffic is really crazy out here in Beverly Hills. I've never seen it like this. I guess a lot of people are going to be staying home this year. And Corner one, Ricky Lee and Haitian Jack story. All right, Carnell, I'm going to do that. All right, let's get the truth and the facts out there. All right. Yes, I do this often. I try to do it every day, Anna. Okay. My times do vary, so put your notification. Make sure you're subscribing and you have your notifications on, so you know when I come live. Okay, normally I sit over there. All right, but today I said, let me do this. Let's be relaxed. It's Friday. Get everybody relaxed. Okay, but let's talk how I met Haitian Jack first. I met Haitian Jack through Danny Sims. Now you may ask, who is Danny Sims? Well, let me tell you. Danny Sims was the guy that discovered Bob Marley. He was a music producer. Danny was well known. Uh, and he's the one who got Bob over to Island Records. The rest is history. Danny lived here and he lived in London. He was originally from Tennessee, Memphis. Okay, that's where he was born. Danny was a great guy, smart black man, like you can't believe, well respected. And when in Los Angeles, he was with me. When he was in London, he was with the boss, Joey Pyle, who was my best mate. And when he was in New York, he was with Joe Piney from, or Joey Harmon, his real name. He's known as Joe Piney, okay? And he was with the Gambino family. So Danny and I did a lot of things together. He on one of his trips. He was in New York. Met with Wyclef John from the Fugees. You all know who the Fugees are, right? Okay, especially when they had Lauryn Hill. Okay, yeah, but you all know who Wyclef is. Wyclef's a nice younger man than I am. I know when he was younger. But Danny was doing something. Jack was in some trouble in New York. came back here with Danny. He had no place to live. So I said he could stay on my couch until he found a place. Oh, Jack was a good looking guy, very charismatic, may I say? Is that the word I'm looking for? And that one week ended up for a year, almost a year. And then he made a score and he got an apartment above me in the building that I lived at that time. He was driving my son's car. But when he came back with the score, as you can see over there, folks, I always have a front apartment. So I know what's going on in the street below me. Okay? Now here I'm on the third floor. Over there I was on the second floor and I kept my patio door open. And Ricky Lee was living on the first floor. All right, so I met Ricky Lee through Jack. All right, now Ricky Lee was Jamaican, Jack was Haitian, for those of you who don't know. Okay? Older than dirt, Phoenix. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay? Thank you, Timothy. Uh, Jack made a score, and I could hear him, Jack, and Ricky Lee talking. And Ricky said, "You're going to go take care of the old man." Jake said, "He got enough money. He don't need nothing. Fuck him." I heard this. I was pissed. So I called Jack. I said, "I want you out of this fucking building by tomorrow." I said, "Bring my son's key, put it under the fucking door. I don't want to see your face." That's what I told him. Okay? Look, Jack is not a tough guy as everybody thinks he is. All right? You're correct, Brandon. Christ is king. Wish everybody would realize that. So, Jack, next morning I wake up, there was a U-Haul there, and Jack moved out of there. Ricky Lee, on the other hand, was a good kid. I was godfather to Ricky's daughter. Ricky made a lot of money. He always took care of me. Paid a tribute. He did the right thing. I was always there for him. Agent Orange. I kept a lot of people away from my family. Yes, that's another story for another time and how I kept my kids out of the life. Okay? I didn't want to be like all these other families. You all know I was friends with Sonny Franche when he was 53 years old, right until his death at 103. And his family was destroyed. You all know who Michael Franchise is. Michael is his stepson. But let's go back, okay? All right? You see the Gotti family, okay, what happened there? Any family, they all want to bring their nepotism bullshit and bring their children into it, they destroy their families. It really upsets me. Did Ricky Lee set back up in the case? So now, Brown, you asked me, should he know an awful lot? I think you're talking about the case with a girl that happened at the hotel with Jack. Ricky Lee was one of the guys there, and Tupac. Okay? Thank you, Phil. Uh, where was I? Remind me. Come on, folks, remind me. Uh, yeah, Okay, Ricky Lee told me the whole story. All right. Jack screwed Tupac big on that there. All right. Jack's nothing more than a freaking rat. All right. You got this detective Corey, some bullshit. Come out and say bullshit about me. I want to meet that son of a bitch. Right? He was on Vlad talking bullshit about me. All lies. And he don't know me. And I'll tell you something, he don't want to know me. Trust me, I investigated that detective. He was a real jerk off as a cop. Nobody liked him. All right? Anybody watch that? All right, but Jack, Jack made moves though. I gotta tell you that. Jack, probably to this day, he's still being supported by Akon and Wyclef John. And it's funny. I just read about Akon. All right, him and his wife getting divorced. He doesn't want to pay her alimony. All right, but he'll pay Haitian Jack money. Figure that one. So you all know Tupac wrote a song, all right, about Haitian Jack being a snitch. 100% correct. Hey, Will, if you go back and check, I was on Vlad long ago. All right, you got to check it out. Yes, Will, I was on Vlad. All right, I got millions of you. Check it out. Okay. Uh, yeah, Vlad's a good guy. I like Vlad. Uh, yeah, you got to go watch him. Hey, well, I think you will like it. There's one where I go into my pocket and everybody thought I was going to bring out a gun. It's really funny. All right. But anyways, Ricky Lee and his wife, and Ricky had a nice house up there in the hills, Hollywood, doing very well. He didn't have to do drugs no more, Ricky. Could have stopped. He told his wife he stopped. He told me he stopped. But his wife went away, and he did. Went out, got more drugs, and shipped them out. Marijuana, cocaine, and he shipped it. Ricky was selling in North Carolina. And guess what? He was being followed. The shipment, the FBI put in, what do they call it, a tracer. So when it landed in North Carolina, they knew who picked it up. They followed it. They followed it to a house. They busted those guys, and it came right back. And they got Ricky because they knew Ricky was the one they shipped it. I'll never forget that day. What a day. As I told you, I took care of Ricky. So I lawyered him up with lawyers. He was in Metropolitan NDC, Los Angeles, locked up. I had lawyers visiting him, trying to get him out. And he's calling me every minute. And one time he calls me and he tells me that I better call Jimmy Henchman, and Jimmy Henchman better send his wife some money or else. And when Ricky Lee said or else, I says, Ricky, I know what you mean by that or else. This is the last phone call we'll ever have. Goodbye. Don't call me again. Because I knew he was thinking of being a rat. And he became a rat. Yes, he did. He should have gotten 25 years for what he did. He got 5 years and deported. He ratted against all the guys in North Carolina. and he read it. He proffered against me. I read the proffer. He told the FBI I was locked up in NDC. My lawyer brought me the proffer statement that Ricky Lee made. All right? And Ricky said that I was the boss of Los Angeles. And anytime I wanted guys from New York, all I had to do was pick up the phone, and guys appeared from New York. Yeah, that was true. Yeah, he told the FBI everything that he knew about me. Okay? That's Ricky Lee. Now, I guess he's back in Jamaica. I understand he tried coming back here one time, but yet he got deported again. Hey, folks, look, if you haven't subscribed, okay, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel, like, share, let other people know about me. And you know, folks, there is a thanks button. Some people hit that thanks. Uh, Want to help me out? That's what keeps me going. I appreciate it. You were all good yesterday. Try to do something today. I appreciate it. But anyways, that's it. Haitian Jack, as you know, he finally got deported. All right. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to get that 13,000. Will. I'm I just went over. What am I? 12,903 the last time I looked at it. So, folks, please subscribe to my channel. Help me. Because my understanding is before you really make money from YouTube when you do this is when you get to 20, 25,000. So I got a long ways to go. So I'm going to be here trying to do my best. All right. But, we got our subject. Are people honest? No, people are not honest. Okay. But we try to be. We think we are. We're honest sometimes, sometimes we're not. All right. Uh, Will, I appreciate you looking out for that there. Okay. Hello, Queen Leary. How are you? Queen Lear. All right. Queen Lear one. How you doing? Where's everybody from? Let me know where you're from. All right. Leave a comment. Tell me where you're from. We got anybody from California here? New York, Florida. Anybody from overseas? Another country? Hey, well, you're in New York City. How's your weather there? Boy, is it cold here today. It rained all night here. All right, Canada. Thank you. How you doing, Finn from Canada? Is it cold up there too? It's probably colder here than it is in New York today. Okay? All right, Queen, you're from New York City too? Well, are you and Will know each other? I don't know, folks. I was just sitting here today. I said, let me do a live show. Come on here, see my friends. It's going to, everybody probably getting ready for Thanksgiving. Hello, Hunter Biden. Oh my God. Somebody's got the name of Hunter Biden. Hello, he said, Grandpa. Oh, Queen, you don't know Will. Okay, well, maybe you guys should meet. Who knows? Uh, I don't have much planned for the weekend. Uh, folks, when you get to be 81 years old, and, I'm very viral. I walk every day. I'm active, but I'm still 80. I'm going to be 81 on December 17th. But, mentally in your head, you think you could do all the things you did when you were 18. All right? And That's mentally. Physically, it's all different. Roy Munson, you remember when I outed that snake in the grass? Michael Franche. Yeah, that's on Vlad. That's where it all began. Michael and I started a war. I know more about Michael than Michael knows about himself. But you know something? Michael has done something with his life, and he's definitely an informant. There's no question about it. He's a rat. I know that for sure. Okay? You know, uh, there's unequivocally, and trust me, I'm still in touch with some of the bosses in New York. All right? I was in prison with the bosses. I know what they think of Michael. They don't like Michael. But Michael did become this born again Christian bullshit. Okay? And look, whatever religion you are, God bless you. It's your religion. Okay? I'm a Catholic. I was born a Catholic. I'll die a Catholic. Okay? And and for those, if I don't answer all your questions, take a look at the question. You'll know why I don't. Okay? Uh, but Michael built up a big social media presence with his religious thing. And look, he's got over 1 million subscribers. So he's the biggest rat on YouTube now, along with Sammy and all the others. You know who all the rats are. They're the ones who got all the followers. Because, hey, number one, they all got money from the government. Okay? They lied on the witness stand. And now they're lying on YouTube to you. But people go there. All right? Is there anyone that I wish I would have met? Hmm. Yeah, the woman that would have been the dream for the rest of my life. All right? Uh, no plans for Thanksgiving. To me, it's just another holiday. It's a holiday that should be spent if you're around family. All right? I have 3 children, like I said earlier. All right? One son is here. He's a vegetarian. So he doesn't eat turkey or ham. All right. Then my other son, my grandchildren in Florida, and my daughter and her children, all right, are in upstate New York. So, and my grandchildren are all in their 20s and early 30s now. Man, I've been around a long time. Okay. And all my children are with my first wife, who was a great lady. I should have stayed with her. I should never get divorced. But that goes back to what I started telling you in the beginning about cheating on your wife cheating on you. All right, it's a big no-no. But I did it. Okay, and I paid dearly for it. All right. Uh, I mean, she was there for even when I was in prison. We were divorced. She wrote a letter to the judge on my behalf. Okay? She always had my back, my first wife. Could count on that all the time. And uh and I never had children. I got married, I had a second wife. She wanted to have children and I would not That's why we got divorced, because I would never have a child with another woman. Alright? Uh, because I never wanted my kids to say I got a stepbrother, stepsister. I just psychologically I didn't want that there. Uh, I am close to all three of my children and always have been. And a lot of that has to do with my first wife. My first wife and I never said anything bad about each other to our children. Never. Okay? So, anyways, folks, that's something I did that happened in the 70s. I can't go back and change it. But you know what? My wife and first wife and I, we still talk. All right? I don't talk to the second wife at all. Okay? I'm surprised she never contacted me. Uh, and she knew I was in prison and never wrote me. Okay? So you see how it is, folks? The first one is the right one. All right? The first wife was the right one. The first one remarried. She for a little time. She married some bum, and it's another story for another time. Uh, she got rid of him, and she's single. She lives in Florida. She lives near my son in Florida, so she's very happy. And her sister and brother live nearby her, so it's really she's happy. She's a good lady. She deserves it. Okay. Because my children are all smart kids, very good kids, all right, very respectful children, and you know, I owe most of it to her. Okay, she was a school teacher by education, great woman. I can't say enough good things about her. Okay, hi Axel Barron, how are you? So, folks, I wanted to come on here just to chat a little bit. Uh, Thank you all for coming. I know you're all probably going to be going out buying your turkey, your ham, or whatever you're going to be doing, getting busy. All right. Uh, I'm both around the mark. How about make the effort and ask would like to spend some time together? You don't need anything other than a friend. I'm like, okay, well, please, you guys are both. Well, she's in Florida. I'm here in California. Okay. So I doubt that's going to happen. But when I'm in Florida, we have dinner together and things like that there. When the family does get together, like in Florida or for a graduation or something happening in New York, we're all together just like a regular family. Okay, you wouldn't even know we were divorced. All right? Sounds crazy, but it's one thing I accomplished in my life. All right, folks, look at if I don't, I'll probably try to come back here tomorrow. All right, and but I want you all to be safe, be kind, respectful. Okay, and everybody have a great weekend. I love you all. I want to thank you all for coming. God bless. All my love and respect. And don't forget, do something nice for somebody else, and they'll come back to you. Okay.